Well, howdy, pard. Mountain Man Dave here. I'm on my way to the Fort Bridger Mountain Man Rendezvous in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. Why should you come to a rendezvous like this? Stick with me, because in this video I'm going to give you 12 reasons why you ought to attend the Fort Bridger Mountain Man Rendezvous. From the smell of campfire smoke to black powder rifles, to history and the camps, to trade goods and the friendships. It's all here, so grab your possibles bag and come along. We're here at the 10 Teepee campground, and tell me who you are.
Chris Hopkinson. I'm Scott Hopkinson's wife.
And the 10 Teepee camp is at your farm. You've been doing this for how many years?
I believe the rendezvous has been on the property for at least 40 to 45 years, but Scott and I personally have been doing it together for the last 12. He used to do it years ago, and then he leased it out to the Boy Scouts and to the rendezvous and all kinds of different organizations, but now we're doing it as a family.
You guys are fantastic hosts. Put on a great time here.
Well, thank
and
you.
I know there's people that come here from all over the world, all over the U.S. to come here. How many people do you estimate you have camping and parked here over the Labor Day week?
I'm guessing about 350 just from our tags and whatnot, but it's really hard to count. And that's group. I mean 350 camp spots, which can count 5 to 10 people in each one. So I have no idea how many people.
Oh, wow. You guys always do a great job. We come back every year, as you know, and we really
Yes,
love
and
it.
we love you.
We want to thank you so much for everything.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Fort Bridger itself was founded in 1843 by none other than Mountain Man Jim Bridger and his partner Luis Vasquez. It wasn't a government fort at first, it was a private trading post built to supply westward bound immigrants of the Oregon, California, and Mormon trails. The Fort Bridger Historical Society and the Wyoming State Parks folks have worked hard to preserve this place. The museum right here on the grounds tell the whole story, for Bridger's trading post days through the Army years to present day rendezvous. If you step inside the Fort Bridger Historical Society Museum, you'll find a treasure chest of history. They've got original trade goods, traps, rifles, and artifacts from the fur trade era. You'll see how mountain men lived, what they wore, how they hunted, and the gear that kept them alive in some mighty unforgiving country. The museum also showcases the pioneer and army years, wagons, uniforms, even some of the tools used by settlers passing through on their way east. Every artifact tells a story, and every story ties right back to why Fort Bridger matters. In 1858, the U.S. Army took over Fort Bridger during the Utah Wars. The old officers' quarters and stone buildings you see today are a reminder of that era, still standing proud after more than 160 years. Hi, tell me who you are, where you're from, and tell me about your shop.
All right, I'm Billy Cook. I have Tinker's Tinware. I'm out of Conway, Arkansas. So in the shop we do tinware and copper work. So I use the old antique tools, like historic tools and everything, to reproduce, historic tinware items in copper and so forth. Get take this around the country, go to different living history events, and demonstrate and educate the general public and so forth, and just trying to share the history and I guess the trade.
Keeping a historic trade and tinware alive in our modern world.
Yes, sir.
Blanket traders from the American Mountain Man Association set up an area where they're selling and trading their goods, handmade, authentic to the time period. These guys are the real deal. They make their own clothing and make a lot of their own trade goods. Be sure to stop by and give them a look. One of my YouTube subscribers, Lone Walker from Austria, was taking a dream vacation, he said. He's touring the American West, and one of the high points was stopping by Fort Bridger, Wyoming, where he tracked me down. We sat down and shared a cup of coffee and swapped stories of mountain men from Austria and mountain men from Fort Bridger and the American West. It was great to visit with this subscriber. Lone Walker, thanks for tracking me down. I've got a new friend in Austria now. Have you ever wondered about the rugged individuals who explored and settled the American West? The trappers, the traders, and the adventurers who lived off the land. They were the mountain men. And their spirit of self-reliance, craftsmanship, and connection to nature lives on today in the American Mountain Men Association. They're a nationwide organization dedicated to preserving the history, tradition, and skills of these fascinating mountain men of the fur trade era. Whether you're an experienced buckskinner or just curious about this incredible period, the American Mountain Man Association offers a unique opportunity to learn and experience history firsthand. Deacon's Bench offers trade goods and rifles from the fur trade era, and Old Deacon's Bench also has a YouTube channel at Deacon's Bench. Check it out. Pat had some pretty interesting trade goods and clothing that she handmade, really quality goods. She introduced me to Old Blue. I think you'd like to meet Old Blue too. Stick around. This is Old Blue. Rescued from a nearby pond that was drying up, he's now a camp mascot. This trader from Big Piney, Wyoming had quite an assortment of trade goods. In fact, I found me a new 3J throwing knife. And I met a feller named Hand Walker. You never know what you're going to see on Trader's Row.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Lane Wardell. I'm from Rangeley, Colorado, with White River Traders. And about 95% of the things you see in my store are handmade by either me or my wife. She starts off with these we call them cedarberry jewelry. I guess they're really junipers, but we call them cedars. And we got some ironwork here, strikers and hooks and hangers and different things like that, buttons and hot dog roasters. Stool sample for anybody that needs one. So, checker set, tic-tac-toe, Dutch oven lid lifters, salt and pepper holders, different jewelry, bags, scarves with scarf slides, different kind of belt buckles, and here's a really nice scarf slide, and bolo ties, a lot of iron work. These are barbecue forks and steak turners.
For the most part, you and your wife, you make all this good.
Yeah,
these
we
goods,
sure do.
right?
And these are cow horn mugs and cups, and do a lot of scrimshaw on them, a lot of muzzleloader stuff. Yeah, make the belts.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so very, very much.
You bet.
I appreciate you. I'm wandering about seeing what there is to see. You know, you've heard of a sticky wicket, maybe a badger in a thicket. Stick with me later in this video, you'll learn how a cricket got his name.
Okay. Yep. So we're Revenant Trading Company out of Springville, Utah, and our shop just kind of has a little bit for everyone. We got some home goods, some candles, some lye soap, and some tinware, and then we have some glass bottles, some patchy handmade goods, some bags, some medicine bags, blanket carriers, moccasins for anyone that might be interested in that kind of stuff, and then even some actual trapper supplies, knives, some muskets, rifles, anything that you could possibly need, we hopefully have for you.
Excellent. And you're out of Springville, Utah, is that right?
Yep.
And you do guns on Old West guns and black
Yep.
powder guns and
Yep.
such. Great. We need somebody like you in our world.
We offer a little bit of
A
everything.
little bit of everything, furs and
Yeah.
What you
Furs,
find-
jewelry,
The
anything.
best compliment we can ever get is when somebody stands out here and they look in and they go, "It's like an old-time general store." We did it.
that's what you want to hear.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful.
Yeah. This is. I'll drink to that.
And you've been doing it a couple of years, I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm cricket.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Pleasure to
My
meet you.
first rendezvous was on this property in 1976.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I go by Mountain Man Dave, and my first muzzleloader that I ever purchased was in 1976. I bought a CVA mountain rifle.
I
Still
got-
have it to this day.
I
Do
got,
you really?
I got
Yeah.
mine right out in front.
Stamped with the USA barrel.
I got mine right out in front. I was 16 years old, first rendezvous.
That was
Didn't
at
know,
16.
Didn't know what a
Really?
rendezvous
Yeah.
was.
And I didn't start coming here till, probably 79, 80, right around
Yeah.
there. But we've been coming pretty steady ever
That's
since.
where I got my name on this rendezvous.
Is that
Very
right?
first one.
Cricket, I almost don't dare ask, but I'll
No.
Go
ask.
ahead.
No, the gentleman that gave me my name, we spent the whole weekend with him in his camp, and he took care of us. And I mean, at 2 o'clock in the morning, he decided he needed to go to bed, and I'm still in his teepee.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, from there, he says, "You got to stay till council fire." And I'm like, "What is a council fire?" I'm 16 years old. I got to drive home on Sunday morning. And he said, "Nope, you can't leave till council fire." Next thing I know, he says, "Come on up, boy." He says, "Grab a knee." Keep in mind, I'm 16, and he pours a beer over my head. And he says, "And from here on out, you will be known as Cricket." And I said, "Why Cricket?" He says, "Dude, you never shut up."
And that's true. To this day, he lives up to that.
So a little bit of everything. If you can find it in the general store, you'll find it here. If you don't find it here, you don't need it.
I like that attitude.
I'll tie it up once you get it in there so you can go set up your other one.
You guys would speak better than me.
Straight line, so I didn't get any points.
It's because Dylan's so.
Here we go. Yeah.
Nice.
But that little guy, oh my gosh. Hopefully he doesn't eat me.
Well, good morning, Blue.
He's not going to be dinner. He's going to be
He's a pet
taken home.
or a camp mascot. And you got him where?
Up a lake.
Just out of a
and
lake.
then my grandson got Guy, and
Just a
He's-
little Blue.
yeah, he's still asleep. But Big Blue, yeah, don't put your fingers in there.
No kidding.
Hillbilly lobster.
How you guys doing this morning?
And you?
Pretty fair.
We made your video at Buenaventura as well.
Did you like that?
Yeah. Yeah, we just had a blanket spot by Tanya over by the shooting range.
Well, we'll put you in there again.
Awesome. Thanks.
Well, what's the name of your shop and where are you out of?
Flint Knives by Jello out of American Fork.
And you do the hand napping yourself?
Yeah, I do all the flint napping. These are a couple of my finished pieces that I made. They just to be finished and they need a handle. But yep, that's what I do. Then I find a handle after that. I chip them, I match them to a handle, then I put them all together myself.
The finished products.
Yep.
Beautiful work.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm real good. And so I like to get as much stuff.
I'll just leave you here, okay? If I find some, I'll probably try to keep on to that one.
Try the creek.
Probably be back live.
Good luck.
It wasn't so much the heat yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me about your pottery, your stonework.
So we have a salt kiln. So when we put the pottery in, there's only a little bit of glaze on it, and then this is what the salt does to it. And it creates a glaze that is completely sealed, but it's different all the way around each pot. And each time we do it, it comes out a little different in its texture and in its color. And so that they work out really, really well. And you can see we have a lot of different pots that have it. This was done in the salt kiln, so that it's just really nice.
Beautiful. Where are you out of? What's the name of your shop and where are you out
We're
of?
Camas, Utah, and it's Snake Creek Pottery and Fiber.
Okay.
But don't look for us on the web.
Look out below, because there's a yeah, not good. Yeah, but it was. I had never eaten it. So that turned out great. Oh.
Well, and they used to be kind of more.
Swimming clothes. So I could just
Yeah, they ended up doing that.
Walking through the rendezvous camps, you'll see it all. Blacksmith hammering iron, women cooking over open fires, and kids learning to throw tomahawks. Traders set up their lodges just like they did back in the 1830s, selling handmade knives, powder, horns, beads, all kinds of foo-for-off. And there's the black powder chutes, flintlock rifles, percussion rifles, and smooth bores, making smoke and making a big roar. The sound carries over camp just like it did 2 centuries ago. Evenings bring music and laughter. Folks are gathering around the campfires, fiddles playing. It's a good time for all. The bridge and the creek that runs through Fort Bridger is a great place to spend a little time. Kids love the water, trying to catch crawdads and get their little toes wet. Sunday mornings start out with church service. There's a couple different denominations that hold service inside the fort. It's a great way to start out your Sunday morning at the rendezvous. I bought a new 3J throwing knife, and while throwing it, damaged the handle and broke one of the rivets off. Very common in throwing knives. But I stopped by the Fighting Quaker Forge and had him help me get a new rivet set in there. And jiffy quick, that knife was ready to throw again.
So I have.
Yep.
That kind of a setup, little copper.
Yeah, I've got those at home, but if you got one and you can set it, that'd be great. If not,
So this, let's see if it'll fit even. It might fit.
Today's shooting competition is a blanket shoot. A blanket shoot is one where the competitors each bring a prize to put on the blanket. The prize is something period correct from the fur trade era of the 1820s and 1840s. And as each competitor wins each round, they're able to go select a prize off of the blanket. There's usually a lot of nice prizes. It's a fun competition, and it's usually open to everybody that's in period correct attire and shooting a period correct firearm. Good times.
It's Monday morning. You'd think they'd go to 9 or something, 8:30. Well.
The primitive camp area is one of the areas where the members of the American Mountain Man Association host primitive demonstrations. They show demonstrations of the original rifles and muskets of the fur trade, traps, teepees, etc. There's also the recreation of the Jim Bridger Fort. You'll also find primitive demonstrations throughout the rendezvous at the fort. I stopped by this camp, and these folks shared a breakfast with me. It was a fine breakfast of scrambled duck eggs, hash browns, bacon, all cooked on a wood stove just the way the mountain man would. Mighty nice hospitality in this primitive camp. The cannon shoot is one of my favorite competitions. I think you'll like it too. Stick around, I think you'll get a bang out of it. Well, I hope you had a good time, Pard. I know we sure did. I hope to see you down the trail at the next Mountain Man Rendezvous. Until then, mind your top knot, keep your powder dry, and always remember, black powder matters.